Hello, it's Sarah Wendorf, Instructional Designer with Cambrian College Teaching and Learning Innovation Hub. Here's a quick video that will demonstrate how to use Ensemble Video to provide video feedback for students. So here I am looking at my Sandbox course. I have my assignment here. All it is a Moodle Dropbox setup. If I turn my editing on, I'll show some of the settings that I have created for that assignment. So here in the assignment settings, there's a few things that I've enabled. So we've got annotate PDF and feedback files selected. I also have, let's see, we've got the marking guide enabled and then my grade, so the value of the assignment. And that should be all of the items that we need to cover to have the marking guide set up and ready the way that I normally mark my assignments. So I'm just going to click Save and Display. And here we are. We're back at the assignment Dropbox. We see that there's one assignment that needs grading, so I'm just going to view all submissions. And here, so Sarah Wendorf provided a PDF uploaded, so I'm ready to grade it, and I'm just going to click on Grade. And now I've entered the grading screen for the Moodle Marking Guide. So when you select Moodle Marking Guide, this is what you'll see. Now the next thing that I'll do is enable my video recorder from Ensemble. So the way that I do that here is I've got an Ensemble Video Recorder Chrome plugin in the top right hand corner of my screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a recording here. So I'm going to click Start Recording. And the great thing about this plugin is it's always available, it's handy, it's quick and easy, and all I do is just select the screen, click Share, and then it starts recording. So here it's recording the video. Now what I can do with my students is I can use this Moodle Marking Guide and the PDF annotator to circle, highlight, if I need to draw circles around things. Sometimes I underline items, and you can even put different types of stamps in there as well. You could put happy faces and so forth. So what I'll do is through the video I'll annotate the students' work, and that'll give them some context as to what they see, kind of the annotations that they see on their work when they receive it back from me. Now in addition to annotating right here in Moodle, I also have a PDF checklist that I've created specifically for this assignment. So all this is a Microsoft Word document that I converted to an Adobe PDF. I made it into an interactive form with Adobe Acrobat Pro. So I've added a couple checkboxes here, a text form down here so I can give the student a mark. So say it's 10 out of 15, so I can type in 10. I've also added a little drop down box here just in case if a student submitted it on time or not. And what I'll do is I will export this to a JPEG image. I'll save it to my desktop. So what I'll do is I'll put the student's name in there. So I'm marking Sarah's assignment right now, so I'll save that as a JPEG to my desktop. And when I come back to the student's work here, I will go through my Moodle Marking Guide. So starting here on the right hand side, I will input the mark that the student received. In terms of marking workflow state, what I'll do is I'll put ready for release. There's other states here that you can set it to, but what I'll do is I'll try to mark all the assignments, I'll indicate them all as ready for release, and then when I'm done marking them all at once, I will change that workflow state to release so the students will all get their grades at the same time. Here in the feedback comments box, I will write things like, "Great work, Sarah." And what I'll do is I'll put a little placeholder here so for the feedback video when I'm ready to input that link, and then I'll say something like "See checklist attached." And down here is where I'm going to attach that PDF that I just saved as a JPEG file. So I'll find it on my desktop. Here it is. So the student will see evidence of their mark. So if they received a mark out of 10, they can refer to the checklist to see which items that they received or items that they missed. And right now, because I'm recording a video, they will also understand, the annotations that they see on their paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that recording. So I'm going to click stop sharing, click share, and then it starts. And what it'll do is it'll play back the video for me to review. What I'll do is, so this is sort of the Ensemble video recorder post screen. So once you're done recording, you'll see this screen here if you're using the Chrome plugin. And right here for the video title, usually I'll put the student's name in there and then whatever the assignment name is. So if it's assignment 1, for example. Now you'll see here it's a 3-minute video. I'll click upload. It's a fairly quick process. What it does first is it converts and then uploads, and then it'll spit out what's called a permalink. So that permalink is what you can then send to the student. And the great thing about Ensemble Video is that this permalink is only viewable to that one student. So no other students are able to view it. It's a private link that only they have access to. So this is why I love to use this feature for video feedback. So now once I see the permalink option there, I will click that and it'll give me the option again to preview my video. What I do next is I grab this URL here in the top bar. I'll copy it, so Control C. I will go back into Moodle and now I will paste it here into the feedback comments section. So when Sarah goes to review the grade that she received for this assignment, she will see the feedback comments here, as well as her grade, as well as the attached assignment with the checklist, or sorry, the attached checklist for this assignment. So what she can do then is click on that link and watch the video. And if you're wondering, you can test it if you open up a incognito window, which basically just means I'm not signed into anything, I'm not signed into Ensemble. If I put that permalink in there, click enter, this is what the student is going to see. So they're going to see this exact share video, and then they can watch it right in their browser. So now that I'm done, I'm going to not notify my students because I have it ready for release. If I do choose to release it right away, I would just click released here and then notify students. But I'll show the workflow that I usually use. So say I'm ready for release, maybe I'm ready to mark the next assignment, and so forth. So I'm going to save changes for this one. It'll tell me that changes are saved. I'm going to go back to view all submissions. So I'm going to go back to my grading area here on Moodle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Sarah now and say I'm done marking, 20 assignments. I'll select all 20 assignments, then I will change my marking workflow state. So what it's going to do is it's going to prompt me to select it for all submissions. I'm going to change that to released and to notify students. So I click save, and now the student has been notified. And you can see here that the feedback file that I've attached is available. The PDF that has been annotated is there so the student can see all the marks and underlines and circles and highlights. And then here in the feedback comments, they can click on that link and watch their video. So overall, I really love the simplicity, the ease, and the functionality of Ensemble Video for marking and providing video feedback in Moodle.